Okay, I'll try to make this quick. Just a lot of time on my hands right now. I'm still working, but things are slow right now, obviously. So I've got a lot of time on my hands. I've been smoking more than I normally do, and I'm trying to smoke up some of these jars. A lot of new stuff I want to open, tins I want to get into, but at some point, you know, when you've got 70 jars open, I mean, I've got 35 or 40 jars up top here, and I don't know, maybe 20 something here. A few down in my filing cabinets, and you want to get rid of some of this stuff and say, is this something I want? Am I going to move on? You know, what am I doing with this? So, I mean, up here I've got some Dunhill blends, I've got some Solani blends, good blends, not necessarily my go-tos, but good blends. I don't really want to get rid of them. This stuff down here I want to get smoked and out of my hair, other than my 10 to midnight and some of these others that are just daily smokers across the front here, bulk and blue. Some of these, so I get through smoking some of these. I got smoking on this one. C&D Smooth English. C&D Smooth English. I don't know if that's right or not. Probably. And it's got this grape soda flavor to it. So I'm not normally a fan of the grape soda flavor at all. But it reminded me, and I'm not a fan of C&D at all either, but it reminded me of another blend. And I couldn't remember what that blend was. I thought maybe it was a sample. And sure enough, it was Captain Bob's. Well, believe it or not, it's a C&D blend that tastes like a C&D blend. C&D is amazing at making a whole lot of blends that taste just a shade off of the blend before it. I mean, yeah, don't get me started on C&D, but you know, you could have a dozen really amazing blends, or you could have 200 that are just, it's almost like, start a video with a pipe that's at the bottom of the bowl. Brilliant. You know, it's almost like, hey guys, here's every vapor we've ever tried to make. Some of them are good, some of them are okay, some of them are terrible, but here's every one we've tried to make. They're all out there. You can try them anytime you want. Go C&D. Anyway, I'm going a little overboard on the C&D. So I get going through my blends here and some of my samples. I got a little sample bag down here, and I thought, Captain Bob. I'm sure that's the similar blend. Captain Bob's blend. So take a smell. Yeah, that's definitely the blend. Well, it is so dry. I mean, it's probably 3 years old. I'm not smoking this. So I'll make a little hydration video for you guys. Here's how we do it. It'd be nice if I had a pipe that worked. Get yourself a little jar like this. Okay? Get yourself a sponge. Now this sponge actually is, I sterilized this sponge and I used it to season a new humidor. That's in the house. I keep all that stuff in the house. I use that to season a humidor. So you cut a couple little squares off of your sponge. Get yourself some distilled water. I just keep a little thing of distilled water out here in the shop. Take a little sponge. Stick it in there. Just get it moist. Oh, just get it moist. Doesn't have to be soaking wet, just moist. Stick it in there. Oh, crunchy. There you go. Take your thing here, put it back, come back in a couple days. You're gonna be able to smoke that. I'm sure it's going to be just as bad as the last time I tried it, but I wanted to compare it to the Smooth English, so I thought I'd give it a try. Now, one more thing, I got a little tin here. I opened this tin on January 30th, and the plan was to smoke through the tin. It's great tobacco, I love this tobacco. Plan was to smoke through the tin, got sidetracked, came back to it. Oh, what do I got? I wasn't going to jar this because I was just going to plow right through it. Got some crunchy tobacco. It's the same thing. It's not rocket science. Just get your little sponge just a little damp. Just set it in there on the edge of the vapor. Tobacco's on one side, paper's on the other side. Everybody's safe. Put the lid back on. Come back to it in a few days. Distilled water. It's there for the next time you need it. And you'll be smoking moist tobacco in a couple days. If it gets too wet, give it a couple more days. It'll start to dry out again. So it's just a fun part of the hobby. You know, bringing stuff back to life and comparing it to other tobaccos. I got one here I'd like to send out. I got a guy I told I was going to send this to. There's actually 4 ounces in there, believe it or not. So, not my favorite. I'm going to send that out hopefully in the next couple days. Anyway, thought I'd make a video trying to help do my part in keeping people sane in all of this. And it is what it is. Later.